you'll just have to put up with me playing this alone instead. Here we go. My factory's a little chaotic right now. I don't exactly have enough room, and I created this sprawling nightmare of a system, but I like it like this. It's not the most efficient it could possibly be, and all that. But I mean, not really hurting nothing to be like this. No. For all the frames. Upgrade.
Terminal upgraded. New technologies and recommended tasks available.
Never seen a signal jump out right after pushing a tier like that. What in the world?
Local signal deciphered. Ingress FE0009. Report to production terminal radio for triangulation. Signal triangulated. New location added to HUD. Intersector transit.
Interbiome transit? Breaker, that beacon is throwing off a huge amount of energy. Something massive just woke up.
I'm assuming that was PX. Let's go get it. And collect all those while we're here. Because there's no such thing as enough of these later on. Okay. Fixes that way, so we're gonna keep following this way. Ooh, there's a whole lot of them over here, and I did not know that. Mine. After we collect this bit, I'll just go towards it. I'm just getting distracted by random things at this point. Okay. So we need to go that way. Let's dig in here and start our paths. If you thought there was even a slightest chance I would do this without making a giant ass tunnel, you were wrong. Also, what did we get from that terminal? What all can we do now? All of that seems to be a lot. Oh, here we go. So, Mach 2 Schmelter. Crushing speed, Silverthorn, Giverthorn, neutralization, and Biodense 3. Biodense 3 for now. Nothing here either. Rail runner. We'll get one because we might want to get a monorail system later. I don't really know. Ooh, biodiesel, yes please. And these are just random building things. Yep.
Task inbound. Rail runner. Enables personal transportation via monorail systems.
We don't have any core materials on this right now. Well, in the future we'll come back and find this place and try to place a beacon, see what happens. What's with the red? Yeah, it's way down there, so it doesn't matter anyway, but that's probably something I've explored already. This is new. Ripper, stop trying to eat my phone. Not good for you. Okay, how far off am I from being on level with you? Still got a little bit to go. We're just about there. So let's do this 3 or 4 more times. And we'll see about going straight. Okay. Cool. Ah, here we are.
Excellent work, Groundbreaker. Welcome to Production Terminal X-Ray. It troubles me that you were forced to rebuild so much of the sector without the structural advantages of calcite. But perhaps all good things come in time.
Calcite. The synthetic cement we managed to make here. I remember it.
Facilities built from pieces of the Excalibur formed the core of our needs, but we underestimated how much Calyx had to offer. With calcite, we were able to expand our operations indefinitely.
It was like magic. Tough against the elements, conducts electricity. If we'd been able to figure out how to make it work with our protection zones, it would have replaced everything.
That was a genuine loss. As you know, the protection zones are a key strategic tool in our arsenal.
Of course, sir. Absolutely.
I don't get it. Because you have power flooring. Like, I get it, like, fast construction, but, like, is it really that advantageous? So this is a new little thing. Assuming the teleport is around here somewhere. Oh. Almost first try. And we'll eventually start using this base a little bit. For what? I don't know yet. I guess if we can find a good source of something here, we can start sending it through the monorail system, but the only way that would work is if I also have a bunch of crafters over here crafting everything that needs to be over here to send said resource back, which I really don't want to do. This is apparently not where it wanted us to go. Say apparently. It's obviously not where it wants us to go. There it is. And because this is a nice big area, if I do want to set up another system, it'll definitely be over here. All I have to do is demolish that rock and I have a large flat area.
If we can get enough juice into this thing, we should be able to ride it to another sector.
Yes. Hopefully, we will find other, more established areas of the expedition still intact, though I fear that this collapse has most likely spread.
Even so, we might find other people who got left behind. Nobody deserves to be alone in a place like this.
No. But until we can contact Command, our primary mission to industrialize this world remains. Sector by sector, if necessary.
Sir, with all due respect, don't you think rescuing the crew has to come first?
I do not. We are on a mission to return resources to Earth that will impact the lives of billions. It is greater than any of us. But even so, look at all we have built to come this far. These factories are what have enabled us to augment the signals, open the doors, and discover the tools that have made it possible to learn everything we could. Soon, the electricity of those same machines will power this freight elevator and hopefully carry us one step closer to the truth. I will not pretend to share your priorities, Sergeant, but I can assure you they are intertwined.
Fine. We'll build the factories, especially if it helps us dig people out of the tin cans they sent us down here in. But if it comes down to choosing between a life and a lost cause, I know where I stand.
I will tell you when all is lost. For now, we must remain focused on the restoration of this elevator. Also, the Excalibur was not a tin can.
I'm very happy to see that the freight elevator is still intact. Not sure if it actually works, but obviously it would not have been easy to rebuild from scratch. Let's take a look.
Yep, you just need power, apparently. Which is easy GG. Because... No, that's my mining station here. Yeah. We should... If I can find it. This. I can follow the line back. We have a whole bunch of these. So we'll just grab, what, say 200? And we'll grab some copper and some iron. Speaking of which, did all of that unlock anything new for us? No, not yet. Weird to me that didn't really unlock anything actually useful. I guess we need to get T5 for Victor. What is the next level of Victor? And then we'll go back on our way to fuel up the elevator. Reinforced iron frames, advanced circuits, conveyor belts. Can I even make? Okay. So I have circuits and I have frames, but I don't know if I have the advanced version. That's interesting. I guess I'd have to check a crafter. There's copper frame, there's iron frame. Nope, I don't. So maybe I'd need a tier 2 crafter. I don't yet have access to. Seems like it's something I need to scan, which... Okay. Well, let's do this freight elevator. And worry about the other stuff later. Part of our issue is it just added a bunch of stupid shit to the frickin' bar. Stuff I don't need in there, nor would I ever want in there. It's fine, it's just... I'd rather not have it do that. So, based off of our own stuff, it seems 2 crank gens per water wheel. So if we can create 5 of these, 10 of these, cool. Unfortunate that I can't walk between these. I mean, it's fair, but still, it's unfortunate. We go to Eefies. Two things we need that I didn't realize. We need wire and we need one of those jacks. So it looks like we'll have to craft them. Will we need a voltage stepper? I think so, yeah. Plant matter frames is the issue. That's unfortunate. Let's properly start looking. We're gonna need more of these, just 100%. We need better of these to get that accomplished. Okay, that's fair. So what we need is more of these, more of the... Okay, we need a bunch of stuff, but for now... I see. And you seem to be eating all of the plant matter frames, which is fair, but also, fuck you. How many do I need? 4? Yeah, I can just steal them off the line then. Gimme, gimme, gimme. At this point, it's just quicker if I respawn. Ain't even outside my base yet. Okay. So we're building the water wheels. And we're just gonna... I think we should probably... do this. Do that. We'll place the crank gen here. And then we can just connect all of these however we want. Because what we really care about is the fact that now that these are built, we can do this.
Your base building efforts are off to a solid start, Breaker. Keep it up.
Just because I don't like how it looks. I'm gonna add another one here. There. And now once we hook up our stuff, we should get power. So while we wait for those to craft, let's place a bunch of batteries. I know I picked them up. Hey there. Assign to toolbar. I'm not going to cover where the elevator is, just so I can get back to it. Like my actual base, I'm gonna do a little bit of strategic planning here. I don't know how much power this is quite yet, so it's probably definitely not enough. So I'm just gonna build out this way. Oop. 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 Just flattening the land. Flattening the land. Flattening the land. All the day. Nobody can stop me from flattening the land. I'm destroying nature. It's all going to be worth it. Hey, nice. So to find the right exact spot for it. Very cool. So we're gonna do it this way and then we'll take it back. Here. So that all that gets filled in. And now we can build as many of these as we want. This way. We have so many that we might as well just keep on building until stuff is done. I don't build really fast in my inventory. So I'm tempted to make a crafter of water wheels and crank gens, but outside of this I've never really needed that much power. I'm sure I will in the future, but boom. Legion of Power. We just gotta expand this quite a bit and start placing. Should start powering us up. Yeah. It should take us a while to get up to power. But once we can get the thing to start inputting it, we'll already have enough power and bada bing bada boom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we have enough storage for like 100 times what it wants. I just need these things to get built so that I can have the other things get built so that everything is nice and built. Yeah. I know a bit about some of the other stuff and how much power it draws. I just playing solo, so it'll take a while before I get there, you know? Kinda just vibing. Messed that up, but I'm not sure if they'll even get there. We have one more, so it doesn't matter. Nice. Nice. Hmm. I think I'm at about 90 hours. I've been building wrong, to say the least. I kind of made a hectic web of conveyor belts up in the sky. And I wish I could say at least they weren't blocking me from walking forward, but I made it a bit hectic. Mmm. Fair enough. Yeah, yep, that should be enough. It's not yet. It's just gonna build. I'm realizing I think 1200 MJs might be 1.2 gigajoules. Either way, we have enough storage for it, but fair enough. So we'll let this build up and I'll show you the disaster that is my base. Ooh. Oh yeah. But on the flip side, and ignore this furnace, it'll get fuel later along with that mining thing. On the flip side, everything has a chest that it goes back to before it goes to anything else. So if I do this right, I could create a big storage system of stuff. I'm not sure that I am doing it right though. So the next thing I should be working on is probably advanced systems, advanced circuits. But before that, I should probably create more of some of the basic stuff that's never gonna have enough stuff. Starting with these. I don't like how limited this is. Only way to do this properly. In my opinion, is to go up from here. So we'll do this. There we go. Fixed height. Oh. That should have been right there, huh? Can I just... Yeah. Oops, I guess this is gonna have to be like that then. Do I have 2 planters? Probably not on me. Can make some though. Your planter. And while those cook up, we can hook up our power to the other base. Yeah. It's just the best way. Forget. So let's assign the toolbar. Assign the toolbar. Assign the toolbar. Cool. And this can go. Is there only really the one spot? Well, that's inconvenient. Okay, it didn't take up too much space, so that's nice. There we go. Things running nice and smoothly. Back to my plants. Ah. Me just stick 76 of those in there. We'll eventually have to create a lot of planters, but it's fine for now. We just find. Oh, how convenient. Can you just go on though? Thank you. Ah. There you go. Now we just need to get you out the back. So I guess needs at least 2 rows. One, 2. All of those. Let's see. If I pull them out this way and go down, I can just connect them to the back here. We definitely need another thresher for these. But more importantly, we need more threshers for these sticks. How do we connect them back to the system? And the system's already backed up as it is, so we need another chest. But we kind of got ourselves backed in a corner with our current chests. I think if we... back this up to here. We have a little bit more room. Erase that like that. Back this up a little bit. Find a way to get that. There you go. Oh, oh, quit. There it is. How'd you get over there? Oh well. You need to find a way to get it to the side one. Honestly, it's fine. Like this. A bit inconvenient. But if we park it here, can put this here, get rid of this little corner piece, rotate this like that, and then have it drop down. This may seem very unnecessary, and I'm pretty sure it is, but that's besides the point. There we go. But now we have this, so we can bring it out and create a storage chest for it. We don't want to block this chest, though. It itself will need to have a different storage thing. Even though it's not being filled up properly as it is, but that's fine. Now we don't have enough conveyor belts. Because we have enough iron and copper on us. Because we can't store them fast enough. For them to go to everything. I've trapped myself, huh? Is that right? We build up enough power yet? Point 4.
Power restored to EFES freight elevator. Awaiting executive level security authorization.
Handing this one over to you, sir.
Do not be concerned. System receive authorization Zeta 17.
Request denied. Authorization restricted to flag officers.
More
That
copper frames.
should not have occurred.
Flag officers. Wait, I remember them. Pacific did this?
That's unfortunate.
Please, I need a moment to concentrate. A memory is taking form. System, receive Phoenix Protocol Omega 15.
Standby. Confirming planet-wide eligibility. Phoenix Protocol confirmed. Freight elevator initialized. Fulfill production quota to operate.
A production quota?
Yes. Yes, I remember now.
Sir, are you alright?
The quota is unbreakable, Sergeant. We must fulfill it to proceed.
Sir, that isn't the point. These elevators aren't supposed to have quotas that prevent them from moving. This is captivity. This is not what the expedition was about.
There's no need to reach conclusions prematurely. It may be that this quota was instituted to compensate for catastrophic loss of production elsewhere. Or everywhere.
If the loss was that catastrophic, our crew could be in trouble in any sector. Anywhere.
Yes, and we are standing before the only way to reach them. Groundbreaker, you will show this quota what I know you are capable of. Proceed.
Local signal deciphered. Unknown. Report to production terminal radio for triangulation.
I was hoping the door would
Facility
open.
access door unavailable. Restore freight elevator operations to unseal.
Me. Alright. We'll be back here later. So it said we have a new dinger. Here.
Signal triangulated. New location added to HUD. No additional data.
Okay. Eventually I'm gonna have to do that, so I might as well do it now. I want to get rid of those exclamation marks. They agitate me.
It's good to see a fast travel point down here. That Florivator felt like a one-way trip.
They gone? Yeah, they're finally gone. Okay. A lot of things we can work on. Starting with, we got all of Lima's research. Now we have X-ray that we can start researching. To get reinforced frames, we have to, so let's go see what that entails. X-ray. Here we go. So what does that require? Just iron and copper? I guess it's ore, but I suppose that's
This
ore.
terminal won't give us new tech until we make some initial repairs to it, Breaker. If you don't recognize anything it seems to be asking for, you might have to come back later. Before you decide either way, though, you might as well scan those training terminals right next to X-ray. They'll probably give you some good information on what to do here and how to do it.
This felt a bit unnecessary, but I did it anyway. Had a bunch of grass to the line on top of that just because I wanted to see it filled up. Eventually, I want this to be two different lines, one for copper, one for iron. But I don't really want to do that with purple grabbers because it's just gonna take forever. Right now, the purple grabbers are just for fuel. So much iron and copper in here. Okay. So what I actually need to see is grabbing 200. this, just take a whole stack, whatever. I cannot turn my head. Okay. Save game. And exit to menu. I might have to close the game and reopen it. Sometimes it does this. Or I just can't turn my head. Can't look around. Yeah, still can't. First time it happened, I thought my controller was broken, but it's only ever happened to me while I've been playing solo, so that's interesting. Yeah, it's trying to eat my controller now. Sweet boy. Down you go. There we go. I'm gonna drop all this off before I go to the freight elevator. But I feel like it's okay to crawl just for this little bit. What I'm looking forward to is Mach 2 schmelters. I want to schmelt faster. Respawn. It's not a big distance, but it's a distance. The wrong way, it's just right here. Victor. This is the iron one. We'll keep 2 stacks of each on this. Just shove the rest in the system. Hoppa. So ideally, once I can get everything up and running, I'll probably try to redesign stuff slowly. I like how stuff is, but I think there's a better way to set up the storage first and then have everything else connect. Just so that I can make sure. And then I can, go through systems and reorganize them so that they take up less space, like this nonsense. It's taking up a lot of space. It doesn't need to be this big or convoluted. This doesn't need to be set up like this anymore. But that can wait. Let's go stick the iron and copper in the machine. What I'm excited about is I hear they're gonna add bigger chests in the next big update, which I doubt is for anytime soon, but still. So it's mining charges, steel, and cement.
You've got a whole new tech tree to look at now, Breaker.
Cool.
And to start making these new structural components, you'll need two things: steel ingots and cement.
Reinforced frames. I hate that reinforced frames are gonna take copper and iron frames and all that. But at the same time, it's a good thing. That's a lot of tool belt. This didn't get us anything until the next level. Darn. I mean, we got steel production now, which is nice, and cement production, which is nice.
The easiest way to make steel ingots is to smelt iron ingots, and the easiest way to make cement is to smelt limestone into quicklime, and then handcraft it or use an assembler to make the final product. Finally, don't forget that steel production and cement are technologies on their own, so you'll need research cores to activate them in the tech tree before you can make any of this stuff.
Task inbound. Cement. Supply smelters with limestone to produce quicklime. Utilize quicklime to craft or assemble cement. Task inbound. Steel production. Supply smelters with iron ingots to produce steel ingots.
What I'm interested in is logistics. Yeah. We get really high in logistics. That's where we want to be, but ugh, that's not for a while. Okay. So let's work on getting some steel then. For now, because that'll be easy. Let's just expand this to here. Just make this go out as far as it can. That's good enough. So we want a chest for steel. We'll stick it here. I said just smelt iron, so we'll take... Or smelt iron, yeah. Yes, just smelt iron, okay. Take this. Draw it out. Need more of these. Once that's really all we're gonna need to start it. I still need room for more iron chests if I need it. I can place them back here, which is why I'm not super worried about it. But what I might do is something I realized that you can do recently is just this. So that I can still build some out this way, hopefully without disturbing anything. And then just... For now, we'll manually put in fuel. We really only need 3 of these. And a smelter. Don't have a smelter, I don't think, so we'll just have one build. Then we're gonna need more of all of that, so build a second one of these. And what do we need for more of these? Processor units, which are gonna require but we might just be able to yoink some out of a chest if we have some backup. Doubt we have backup, but at the very least I can check, you know? This is electronic components. That's the wrong thing. It's wire. It's gears. That's chest for that. It's not electronic components that I need, right? It's processor units. Where are the processor units? I guess I didn't put the chest back here. It's probably in here then. There it is. Oh yeah, I have a whole bunch. Okay. Cool. I'll just build 5 of those then. So I don't have to worry about it. Did it put the furnace on my tool belt? No, it didn't. Okay. Assign the toolbar. We don't want it to just be right here. Or do we? Is there any reason we couldn't just put it right here? I don't think it's actually blocking anything. Okay. We're just gonna pretend like that's fine for now. For the most part, it is. Grab some of this iron out. And I think it'll be fine if we stick it in here. Not really sure. But I mean, it could be. Am I stuck? Cool. Yeah, we'll just use plant matter. The cat's here. Should be glowing. So that's making steel now. Should be going into this chest. There we go. So you take a long time to mix, so maybe I really should make you some bricks. If I make you some bricks, I mean grab some bricks out of my crafter. Which means I need to teleport to the other place and just grab some off the line because there's a bunch backed up. I don't know why I went all the way around this way. I forget where this teleporter is every time. Yeah, that should be enough. Then I'll get back to messing with my other system. Because these should last long enough that it has all the steel I need made. Before we get back to messing with my other system, let's do a little bit of nonsense over here. First, you take those. Just gonna get in a backlog of that. It's gonna need a second one of these. And again, I think we're just gonna kind of feed our way through this. Create chest right there. I do have a plan for limestone production other than these mines, because I learned you can smelt the red stuff into limestone. But for now, we're not going to be worried about that. But now we have quicklime, which now we need. Preferably with leaving room for more storage of quicklime later if we need it, which I doubt we will, but still. Do this. So that we can. Is that something I craft or something that I smelt? I feel like it's something that I craft. Crafting or assembling. Yep. So. Do this sideways so that it's not in the way of that chest. This into cement. Then we need to pull it out again. And we don't have a chest, do we? 5 of those too. This should be able to create a backlog while all of this crafts, while I think about what's next. Next is mining charges. Can I even... I guess I can make mining charges. It's plant matter fiber, which we need our... Okay. So we heavily need to continue our overhauling of this system to continue this. One of our issues is we're going to run into the problem of this thing needs more storage, which I already am dealing with, it looks like. Not sure if a chest can go there. I'm sure it'll be fine. And then we'll have to not put something here. So plan is, currently at least, eventually this will be gone, and this will be 2 different rows, which I'll probably do offline. Just so that they can actually just straight up pick up the material instead of having to sort them here. And so this chest will be gone and this chest will be gone, so this line will be out of the way. And sure, these chests will be freed up a little bit, but we'll have to, you know, have a bit of room. Which for now is fine. So I'll remember that here in a second. So for this, I now need to pull out the back of these. and run that down to this side. What we're gonna do needs to go here. That. How many more of these? Okay. I kind of want a chest for these, but at the same time, not really. Either way, we have 2 more crafters, or 2 more planters. So we need one of these, which we can't just go straight up with without changing this line, which we could just change this line. I feel like it's going to get in the way of that. It will, but for now, this is what I'm concerned about, so... So then we need elevator up from here, which will have to be from here. That's inconvenient. Oh, it's because of that. Okay. If I do that, it'll do the same thing that I want. I would have rather it just continued, but I kind of need this splitter here. Or just have that splitter there. Change how this runs. So that this goes like this off to here. This splitter gets removed, that gets removed. This here becomes a splitter. That still runs smoothly like that. Eventually it'll loop back around, but for now that's not really my main issue with all of this. So let's add a grinder, or thresher as it's called properly. Build a bunch of them. Because we'll need a bunch of them. This means the chest has been built, so while we wait for that to craft, we'll build, place a chest here. Our storage for this. It's unfortunate with the reason I want to change this so bad is just that it's like, you know, I could. What is this chest for? Nothing's going in it. I don't know. Huh. I built it for some reason, but I don't want it to be here if it's just taking up room for nothing. And whatever it was for, I'm sure I'll figure it out later and find a different way to do it. But I figure if I do this, I can do this. And instead have this line run out of my way. And if I decide to do something over here, I'll have the space. You know what, we can even go a step further and have it go like this. Again, eventually this chest will be removed and it'll be a line of iron to here and a line of copper to here, and then these can just be reds, and so everything can be moving through the system just a little bit faster. So these are 3 wide, is that the issue we're coming to? It's like it. Might as well do this so that that can fit up with that. Because then I can do this. And just have an inserter here. And the only issue I have is finding a way for power, which shouldn't be super difficult. How's another one of these going? Should we need a lot more sticky boys to have this running smoothly? Which is just another problem on top of all of this, but that's fine. For now, this is running. Okay. So if we pull out right here, it's not going to stick on the line, I don't think. Shit. So I guess step one would be pulling out over here. I don't want to do this. Pull out from here. Specifically these. And this is still going this way. We go like this. Then we can go down here. Down here. Tap both of these. Connect, but where do they go to reconnect to the system? We can either have it stick back in this chest, which I think is probably the best idea. Is then an issue of space? Oop. Not the greatest contraption I've ever created, but it'll do. So that should send all of these back through the system. Slowly but surely. Then I need to pull out the sticks from the other side and stick them in the line. I don't really have a chest for sticks, which I should do. Because it would make this a lot easier if I did. If I stop pulling out there, I can stick a chest here and still have an inserter here. Guess it wouldn't be there, but you know what I mean? I'd have to also stop that one. I don't think is an issue. But essentially, if I do this, I can do... Can't, because the machines are just in the way. Fred. But if I make everything a little wonky, I can make it work. This is a seed chest. It can be blocked off without worry. Is that enough room for a chest? I think so. It's only one stick at a time, but it should be fast enough that at the very least this is still running. And if I top that off by just sticking all of these sticks in the chest, then that's good. Then I need a way for it to get into this machine, which it looks like will be here. We just need this. And I think this should be swapped to specifically the red stuff so it doesn't accidentally pull out anything else. I don't think it will, because it doesn't create enough of the other stuff, but I want to be careful. I like being careful. And now we do the same thing over here. This, where we pull out specifically sticks. Weird part is it won't go down more. What if I just do this? Will that work? No. Because I need it to... Done this? Yeah, done that. That's a bit funky, but it's getting the sticks to the stick chest, so we're solid. I don't think that's gonna accidentally pick up anything from this elevator. I'm a little worried about it though. I'm telling the truth. I guess the only worry is that this doesn't get anything. Which I guess can be solved by turning this around. Making this like this. Yeah. Now these can build up. Fortunately, that means this will not get into the system. I guess that's worrying. Then what's the difference of that and this, honestly? The answer is I don't know. We're just gonna leave it like this for now and hope it's good. Preferably this would reconnect to the chest instead of going here, but I don't really... I do actually see an answer to that. Let's do that then. What we do is instead of connecting it to the chest, we do this. And now the seeds are still going where they need to go, but they're connected to the system and they can reach there. And while that'll build up and just have seeds that don't go into the system, I think we have enough seeds that that's not an issue. And I can fix this all later. These take so long to use anyway that it's not a big deal. This is the biggest issue, as you can see, is stick's not pulling out fast enough kind of deal. But I'm sure future me can figure out the solution to that. So I'll leave that to him. Maybe backup of 6,000. Yeah. So now we need some kind of crafter for mining charges. So what we're gonna do over here. This is still chugging along, but definitely not gonna end up with 200. So let's grab more fuel for that. I guess let's do the mining charges before that, just so I don't have to worry about it. So I don't foresee an issue with the chest being here, because I can still at least fit another chest for steel if I end up needing it for a lot. And there's another space here if I need it. You being out of fuel means nothing to me right now. So let's make a crafter and figure out what we need. Probably 20 more crafters, but that's besides the point. mining charges. Oh, we don't. We just need plant matter, shiver, thorn, and kindlevine extract. Cool. And for now, because of our access to plant matter fiber being limited, we will not build that. Is there a way to... I vaguely remember there being a way to... I guess not yet. Oh, yeah. Plant matter fiber straight into... Ooh, that's actually a good idea. Because we have a... decent backlog of this. So we cut this off here. We'll swap that for a normal one for now because we need it to be slower. Since this one can also be a normal one. Let's not take up too much room. This is gonna look goofy, but it's gonna be efficient. Just want it to go to a crafter that's right here, probably, because this is a good spot. Oh, not a lot of room to be taken up. I should probably check where my plant matter fiber actually is, shouldn't I? I hear a cat, but I guess I do have a third cat around here somewhere. I'm worried about her. So does it just come from the crafter? Don't know, I should double check. No. So if we can somehow connect it to over here, shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, it's just right here. Okay, so let's build the crafter. We'll have it take up this space back here because I think we're fine with taking up that room. It's good like that. It's good like that. We'll stick 500. We'll just stick all this limestone in here like this, so that our fuel keeps building up. I'd rather too much fuel than not enough, honestly. How is this not gonna fit here? It will fit there, which is not convenient. But we can make it work. 500 and let it work for now. We do this. Like how that looks aesthetically. Okay. And then we can pull it out from this chest. As tempting as it is to just throw those straight into here, I do kind of want this to go into this chest. Is it this chest? Yeah, this chest. Means we need one going in and one going out. Which means these stairs are in the way, but I can't do anything about that. So what we'll do is... Oop. Oop. Figure it out as we go. I kind of want this to be up in the air. I kind of want everything to be up in the air, but that's besides the point. The reason we won't actually is because we need the other one to go above it. Actually, we can still do it though. We just have to only have it go a little bit up in the air, not all the way up. Go here, there should still be one space above it. I believe there's still one space above that. We'll still have to bring it back down here, but I'm okay with that. Go up from here. Ah, there's not one space. Dang. Okay. You'll have to run along the ground then. I'm sorry, little elevator. You tried your best. Not happy that that destroyed everything underneath it, but that was kind of my bad, so... Okay. And this... go here. It's a bit of a mess. Not the best of stuff. Is what it is for now. I do need both of these to go one further though. So we will... do that. That's still gonna be a mess, huh? Okay, well, whatever. For now, it's not a big deal that it's a mess. But, as I was trying to say, what I'll do... oh, this is... if I... rotate this, can you still pull from it? You can. Cool. we are crafting a lot more of these than we can currently use, which is amazing. And by use, I meant store, but that'll be fixed here in a second. I'm just glad that that was a thing. But a lot of this is just storage, which is not appreciated because I do not need that much storage. Cool. And that's now caught up, so I can destroy this too to make sure we're not wasting room. And then if it builds up again, I'll just build one more. That should start these up. We already have 30, so that's going to be the least of my worries. So one thing I might do when I'm offline is I might build a smelter to start smelting these because we have such a big backup with this. If it actually fills this chest, that is. I'll start smelting it into limestone and have it run into my limestone chest. Or create a new limestone chest that the old limestone chest runs into, you know? Because this over here is not the best chest to run stuff to. If I do this, will it go in? No, but if I do this, that one can still push in the side. Yeah. It's an absurd amount of that going to absurd amount of that. And I forgot to add the chest. Which means this will take a minute, but it'll have an absurd amount. And that doesn't take too much limestone. Well, I mean it does, but in the grand scheme of things. But the other thing I might do is create the separate lines so that both iron and copper are coming on their own line. I'll try not to fiddle with this stuff too much. I'll have to end up moving some of these lines a little bit, just because how they are right now is very inconvenient. But I'll do that offline. For now, we've gotten the freight elevator up and running. And we've started all of the stuff that we need for the next level of the X-ray. Spent a really long time offline getting enough iron and copper frames, so I'm not going to be worried about those for now. I'm just going to let them build up over time. Which they should be able to do once these stop. Which shouldn't be an issue. Because they can only store up to 5 in a stack. Is nice. Appreciate that. I mean, if I wanted a bajillion of these, which hopefully eventually this game gets like Mach 2 core composers, because that would be dope. Not that it's necessary, because the core composers as they are really good. Speaking of which, I need another core composer, don't I? Let me build that real quick. Do I have one on me? No. I wonder if... Nah, you have to be a certain distance away, huh? Fair enough. Not everything can be perfect. But yeah, now that can start running those. In fact, we'll add a second line. I'm not too worried about being unable to access this room, although I probably, as it is, can still access this room. Mainly because I just don't need it. This should just be blues now. Yeah, we have a big backup of just blues. Eventually I'll create a different space just for these, because I know a place. But for now, this is where they go. Base feels roomy until I start getting into the weeds of it. And if I don't plan out my path, I get stuck on everything. But luckily, I have a path to pretty much everything if I try hard enough. I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for hanging out. See you later. Bye bye.